Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friend. In today's video, I'll talk about Ketu's transit to Magha Nakshatra and its influence on each of the ascendant. Also, how is going to impact the ongoing war. Yeah. Before that, let's do the mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vyam Ved Vyasaya Namah Om Gurave Namah. Superb. So Ketu's transit to Magha Nakshatra is going to take place on 29th of March. It will be in the same sign Leo, but it will change Nakshatra from Purva Falguni to Magha Nakshatra. And that is going to be a major shift, major shift. Yeah, it will be there till 5th of December for a period of 8 months. Why it is a major shift? How it is going to influence each of us as Jatak for our each ascendant? That we'll get to see in a short while. Before that, let us see its influence on the ongoing war. That's quite important also. To understand why actually war took place, see, we knew that when a lot of planets were getting in close proximity in Aquarius, something was going to take place. That's common understanding. The intensity can be different, right? And the area of impact can be different depending upon the country specific horoscope or the country leader's horoscope. Yeah, that has to be evaluated separately. But even from the Kal Purush chart perspective, when Mars entered Aquarius, it entered on 23rd of February. And that was the time when Kal Sarp Yoga got into activation mode. All the planets were in Rahu Ketu axis, right? And Mars got combust because Sun was also in Aquarius along with Venus, Rahu, so many planets, which was not a very good sign because Aquarius is a sign which is lorded by Saturn and Rahu. Problem. Yeah. And then though Mars had been in Dhanishta Nakshatra, Mars Nakshatra, so it wanted to feel powerful, own Nakshatra. But the challenge, one, it got combust. Second, it actually got in the phase of Kuja Stambhana, wherein Rahu was suppressing the energies and power of Mars. Mars had to revolt. And when did it revolt? On 28th of February, it revolted by explosion when the assassination took place. Deception, because Rahu energy is also involved. There was some informer. They got to know the exact location. And 28th of February, when Moon was transiting Cancer, which was 6-8 axis from Aquarius, Moon signifies longevity. It likes to keep you alive. And when the drama which was happening in Aquarius, being in 6-8 axis, it did not prove good for the longevity of people at large. So on 3rd of March then, within the ambit of Kal Sarp Yoga, total lunar eclipse took place. So the war had to happen. It had to continue because it impacted the mind of people in not so good way. They were not thinking about the safety and security of people, lives of people, but about the ego and who is right, not what is right. Total lunar eclipse impacts the mind of people. And on top of it, within Kal Sarp Yoga, Mars entered from Dhanishta Nakshatra to Satabhishaj Nakshatra, lorded by Rahu. Why it was getting suppressed by Rahu in the first place through Kuja Stambhana. On top of that, it entered into Rahu's Nakshatra. You see that? Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. And this situation will continue from 4th of March till 20th of March. Even within this window, sensitive window as I'll put it, though the planets are aggressive, the window is sensitive. From 4th to 20th, between this window, 12th of March till 16th of March is that period when Mars and Rahu will be like hands in glove because they will both be in Satabhisha Nakshatra Pada number 3. That's absolutely alarming because though at that time Kal Sarp Yoga will not be there. But if you see from 17th of March, again Kal Sarp Yoga will begin when Moon will also join the party. So things are not going to be consistent and constant till about 20th of March when this thing is happening, right? But even after 20th of March, when Mars will come out of Rahu's Nakshatra, still Mars will be in Aquarius. So things will be like that to some extent. Now let's put our focus slightly away to your individual chart. While I'm talking about Mars in the vicinity of Rahu, where Rahu causes Kuja Stambhana, Can such thing happen in your chart also, our individual charts? See, if you look at your chart and if you find that Mars and Rahu are in some kind of yoga, they are conjoined, let's say, then yes, you can also encounter the similar kind of Kuja Stambhana situation in your life. So what does it mean? It means you will feel like being oppressed. Your energy, the energy of Mars in your horoscope, will not be able to come to the fore. Mars likes to expand, likes to show its energy in the right way. Mars also had some nice energies. But because Rahu's oppression, it is restless. Then you will be like, if somebody just touches you, presses your button, you are ready to launch a missile, third missile. Here comes the third missile. Here comes the Fateh missile. And God forbids, if your Mars and Rahu conjunction is in Kendra, right? Like first house, fourth house, seventh and 10th house, any of the Kendra houses, they work collectively. Then you are sitting on a live battle tank. You are ready with the missile all throughout your life. Your life is like a battle tank. You see that? So that requires remedy. Ketu's transit, will it help? We'll see that. That is the reason of linking Ketu's transit with this situation, to tell you that yes, you also can get relief with Ketu transiting to Magha Nakshatra. Now let's talk about Ketu. The thing is, Rahu and Ketu work in axis. If Rahu is in Aquarius, Ketu will be in 7th house. It's in Leo. Currently, Rahu is stronger. That's why we are having this explosion and war ongoing. What if Ketu becomes stronger? 1-7 axis, Ketu always opposes Rahu. If Ketu becomes stronger, then situation can change. We'll have to figure out. I'll evaluate quickly if Ketu is stronger when it's going to enter to Magha Nakshatra. Obviously, when Ketu is not in Magha, Ketu is not stronger. Otherwise, this bombing, this thing would not have happened. Ketu was in Leo, had been in Leo. So that is the difference. Planet had been in the same sign, but the difference lies in planet changing nakshatra. You see that? Live example. You see that? Now, Ketu is fire, Agni Tattva, in the house of Leo, lorded by Surya, Agni Tattva. So much of Agni, then how Ketu can bring respite to the exploding situation? And the reason lies in the proximity of Ketu with the Leo sign and specifically moving to Magha Nakshatra. See, the energy of Ketu and Surya get together at different junctures. They bring enlightenment and not explosion. So the nature of fire is very different. I'll talk about that in slightly more detail when I evaluate the strength of Ketu in a while. Yeah, but keep this in mind. Interestingly, Ketu is going to move to Magha Nakshatra on 29th of March. And from 1st of April, after 2 days when Ketu moves to Magha, Kal Sarp Yoga will not be there. It will end. That's interesting. And on 2nd of April, next day, Mars will move out from Aquarius to Pisces sign. So the Kuja Stambhana impact will also go away. Hey, that seems promising. Yes, it seems promising that we can get away from this war thing. But the thing is, that can only take place or happen if we are sure that Ketu will be stronger than Rahu. So let us evaluate that. First thing, when Ketu is in the sign Leo and specifically gets into Magha Nakshatra, Ketu becomes extremely strong. So am I concluding that Ketu will be stronger than Rahu? To some extent, yes. I'll explain you how. First thing, Ketu will move from Pur Falguni Nakshatra, lorded by Venus, to Magha Nakshatra, lorded by Ketu. See the shift. Do you imagine thought process of Ketu and Venus? They cannot align. They are completely contrary to each other. But when it moves from Venus, Nakshatra lorded by Venus, to its own Nakshatra, it will be like, wow. It will feel great in full strength. That's amazing. Right? That's good. Second thing, if you see from Scorpio sign, which is ruled by Ketu, currently Ketu is in Leo, which is 10th from Scorpio. It will do very good. And from Pisces sign, Ketu is in 6th house. Leo is 6th from Pisces. But hey, Ketu is a natural malefic. So as a 12th lord from Kal Purush chart perspective, it will be fine in 6th house. Yeah, that's good. Then I mentioned earlier about Tattva. Both Ketu and Surya are Agni Tattva. So in spite of Ketu being a natural malefic, right, but Sun being a Krura. But at Tattva level, when they conjoined as a fire element, they completely oppose the explosive nature of Rahu or Mars to that extent. So they join hand in hand from the mere perspective of taking your life to spiritual directions. That's very good. And that's also the reason behind Guna. Though Ketu is Tamas Guna and Surya is Sattva. But because the aim of both the planets is basically to bring enlightenment to your life, to move you towards spirituality, Ketu feels, I'm okay. So it helps. Basically, the Surya feels, I am okay. Surya helps Ketu. And that brings me to the next point of friendship. We know that the nodes cause eclipse on the luminaries, the sun and moon. But actually it is Ketu which causes eclipse on the moon and sun causes eclipse on the sun. Basically, the Rahu causes eclipse on the sun. And interestingly, currently Ketu is not in Cancer sign, but in Leo sign, which is good, which is better. So at the same time, sun doesn't consider Ketu as its enemy. That's interesting because it links back to the previous point, which I mentioned just a few moments ago, that sun understands that the purpose of Ketu is to pull you towards enlightenment by opposing Rahu. So that's where Surya supports Ketu to this aspect of life. And that's where Surya doesn't consider Ketu as its enemy. So Ketu will feel reasonably well placed, very well placed, as it moves from Venus Nakshatra to Magha Nakshatra. Though it is a Tamas Guna planet, natural malefic, still I am so convinced the reason lies in this thing because Ketu's motion is retrograde. That is the turning point. Otherwise, if the motion is direct, it is after Magha Nakshatra we'll enter into Purva Phalguni Nakshatra. But because the motion of Ketu is retrograde, for Ketu, Magha Nakshatra is coming after Purva Phalguni Nakshatra. When Ketu was in Purva Phalguni Nakshatra, lorded by Venus, its energies were getting scattered. You know, Venus. Yeah. But now when Ketu will move to Magha, it will feel fantastic. Now I can do what I want to do to pull people to the right ways, away from the illusion and deception of Rahu. So in spite of being a Tamas Guna planet, a natural malefic, it feels like I should do good. That is the beauty of Ketu moving into Magha Nakshatra. Because of retrograde motion, it is coming after Purva Phalguni Nakshatra. You see that? See that logic? Okay. So all these factors prove that Ketu will be in super strength. And then because of axis, Rahu, Aquarius, Ketu, Leo, if Ketu takes strength, if Ketu is in strengthened mode compared to Rahu, the balance of power shift. It tilts more in favor of Ketu. So that the support, the power game of Rahu in Aquarius will go away. And also at that time, Kalsap Yoga is going to end. And Mars is also going to move from Rahu to Pisces. So all these things prove that yes, by that time, things will calm down. But see, power is shifting from Aquarius to Leo. That definitely will indicate regime change, which is obvious by now. But this also indicates the shift of power from Rahu to Ketu. And you remember that I spoke about a window when Kalsap Yoga will again begin from 17th of March. Moon will also join the party in Aquarius. By that time, Ketu will not move into Magha Nakshatra. So that headless approach, because of Kalsap Yoga and Moon being involved, the decision can be really chaotic, sudden, abrupt decision can take place. And more so when Ketu move to Magha, regime change can take place, can be really chaotic. Rahu will try to put full influence on that regime change. 7th Drishti. You see that? You understand what I mean? Now let's briefly understand the movement cycle of Ketu. We know that Ketu stays in one sign or one Rashi for 1.5 years, which is 18 months, right? So after every 18 months, Ketu changes sign. So there are 12 signs in zodiac. So 12 into 1.5 is 18 years. So Ketu takes 18 years to cover the entire zodiac. Like Saturn takes 30 years. Jupiter takes 12 years. Ketu takes 18 years. So when Ketu is going to Magha Nakshatra on 29th of March 2026, it means Ketu is doing so after 18 years and Ketu will do the same thing after next 18 years. Right? So whichever point in zodiac Ketu touches, it does that after 18 years. As simple as that. And second point, linked to timing. Ketu stays in one sign for 1.5 years, which is 18 months. And in one sign, there are 9 nakshatra padas. 18 months, 9 nakshatra padas. 18 divided by 9, 2 months. So Ketu stays in one nakshatra pada for 2 months. And on 29th of March, when Ketu is going to enter Magha Nakshatra, it will hit Magha Nakshatra 4th pada because of its retrograde motion. Then we'll go to 3rd pada, then 2nd pada, then 1st pada, and then we'll move out of Leo to Cancer. So it will do its movement 2 months in each pada. It will enter Magha Nakshatra on 29th of March. It will stay in Magha Nakshatra till 5th of December, which is basically 8 months period. See, 4 Nakshatra pada, 2 months each, 8 months. So on 5th of December, it will go out to Cancer. That's the journey. And interestingly, now I'm going to move to Ascendant. But before that, something which is applicable to all of you, right? 2 things, absolutely applicable to all of you. The first thing, which is the area which is going to be impacted for you, big way, that is work. Therefore, the Ketu's movement to Magha Nakshatra is going to be an exceptional time to take your work to the next level or the next level. There is no limit. It is going to significantly impact your work. Why is that so? One thing, because it is closely aligned with Surya, Sun, the energy of Sun at Tattva level, at objective level. So when I talk about objective, that indicates Sun gives the work to all of us. And where is work? Work relates to your karma, which is 10th house of zodiac, which is your job, your business, your karma. Yeah, broadly 10th house. Also on top of that, Magha Nakshatra is Nakshatra number 10. Again, linking it back to your 10th house of karma. So this is that period of time in your life, which is coming after 18 years, which will be there for few months. 8 months, not really. Out of 8 months, specific window I'll tell you when I'll talk about Ascendant. So that period will be the exceptional period for you to take your work to the next and next level. There is no limit. Yeah. And which are the second thing, which are the work areas? Absolutely suited. Though regardless of the area, it is good time for you to take your work to next level. But specific work areas are really important. For example, if you are in milk or dairy product area, if you are in consumer healthcare, medicine area, medical representative, doctor, mental level doctor, psychologist, right? Healer, all these areas will really help you in a very, very good way. All right. So let me now get into the ascendants. Aries ascendant. So my friend, Ketu is going to bring enlightenment to your life in some specific areas pertaining to your karmas, your work. As your 12th lord, 8th lord in 5th house, this is a very good time for you to explore some new initiatives. In which kind of areas? In the area of education, in foreign travel, all the work pertaining to foreign engagements, in the area of speculation, stock market, with a disclaimer, it is not a recommendation, just an analysis from Jyotish perspective. You understand that? And interestingly, this will be a very good time for you to make emotional bond with some selective people. Very, very good time, right? And this is a very good time for you to get recognition from people for your work because of your helping attitude. Now, this is on top of what I've already mentioned in intro portion, right? So this specific thing, when you will do exceptionally good in your work area, will hold good from April till June, the 3 months. And then again, from October to November, 2 months. After these 3 months, then 2 months, October to November, whatever work you have done in these 3 months, that plus whatever work you will do in those 2 months, put together, it will be remembered by people for long. So it will be in your favor to start something new. You may come up with something very interesting like a data-driven, some calculation backed by data, which can be used by people, and they will remember you as a person that who did that? Oh, they will take your name and say, oh, this person did that person did that. So these 3 months and those 2 months, 5 months in total out of 8 months, absolutely fantastic for you to take your life to the next level from work perspective. Very, very good period. Now, interestingly, there's a caution also, right? 2 months, which is August and September. you may make a move pertaining to you may propose to somebody, you may get into some sort of affair, some area in relationship, right? You can make a move which will not be good for you, which can haunt you for years to come in your life. So better stay put. Don't make any specific bad move in the months of August and September. Please keep that in mind. All right. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. All right. So I wish you the illumination of the sun and the Ketu in your life. Taurus Ascendant, my friend, Ketu moving to Magha Nakshatra is going to bring enlightenment to your life in the purest form, as a purest Agni energy, right? So Ketu, while being the lord of your 7th house and 11th house, placed in 4th house. This is a very good time, as explained in detail in intro portion, to take your work to the next level. Absolutely fantastic time for you to initiate some new ventures in your work area, which can give you good visibility. People will appreciate you. Now, interestingly, you will get good recognition specifically for your collaboration. And it is a good time for you to get into a partnership also. Very good time to get into a good network of people. You can also look for the partnership with somebody at your home also. That's also there. Getting into a business associated with real estate and such areas is also very good. I am saying regardless of the work, because I already mentioned the nature of work in intro portion already. Regardless of the nature of work, excellent time, specifically the window of April to June, 3 months. You can really take your career to the next level. The right time to start something. And when you put in your effort in these 3 months, then again in the broader window of 8 months, 2 months more will come, October and November. At that time, whatever work you have done in these initial 3 months and whatever work you will do in those 2 months put together, people will remember your work for a long time. You can actually come up with something like a spectacular planner, like tips on doing different kind of activities, how to do this, how to do that, and try to help people with a lot of such things. And that's where people will remember your name for a long time. This is the beauty of this Ketu's transit in Magha Nakshatra. But hey, one caution. The months of August and September, your increasing visibility and connect with people can bring some waves in your personal space. So keep a close eye on that. You may take some headless decision which you will not like to take. So be very cautious, specifically in the month of August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. All right. So I wish you the illumination of the Sun and the Ketu in your life. Gemini Ascendant. My friend, Ketu moving to Magha Nakshatra is going to fill your life with full enlightenment, the pure power of Agni Tattva. Ketu will be your 6th Lord and 10th Lord in 3rd house. And as I mentioned in detail in intro portion, it is an excellent time to take your career, your work, your karmas to the next level without any limit. So this is a very good time for you to try new initiative in setting up something new, a new business. You can expand your workspace, find new opportunities in the area of, let's say, technology, IT, and associated areas like AI, machine learning. In all these areas, you can really excel. You will get good recognition wherever you are because of your communication. That will be the defining factor for you, right? And now all this thing is applicable in the 3-month window from April till June. And after that, another 2 months window will come from October till November. So whatever good work you had done in April to June and visibility and all you will get. On top of that, whatever work you will do in October and November, so put together the work being done in 5 months, people are going to remember you for a very, very long time. You may really make difference in their life with your input. You may come up with something like a planner, a very, very nice planner, which can make life easy for people because it will have some nice calculation methodology, some nice takeaways for them to make their life better, some sort of analysis, research, data-driven things. I mean, people will really remember your name for a very long time. So make this period count, my friend. Yeah. And a caution, 2 months, August and September. Please take care of late night parties with your colleagues and friends, mixed with some substances, drinks and all. Please be very, very cautious because that can have an impact on your personal life. So try to cut through that. Yeah. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the Sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the Sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. All right. So I wish you the illumination of the Sun and the Ketu in your life. Cancer Ascendant. So my friend, Ketu moving to Magha is going to fill your life with a lot of enlightenment and pure fire element. Interestingly, we'll talk about the specific takeaways for this transit. Yeah. The first thing is that, as I mentioned in detail in my intro portion, it is an exceptional time in terms of taking your career, your work, your karmas to the next level. So this is the time, specifically the window from April to June, these 3 months, you can actually get into some new initiative, some new venture, start up a new business or new venture, kind of a business proposal. It will be very good for you. That is first thing. Now, what kind of areas? You can look for the areas like education, future planning, which can make the life of people better, which can secure their future, right? You can be an investment strategist, you can be an event management, family wedding planner. So all these areas will be really helpful to you for your career. You will get a lot of recognition, specifically for your communication. right? And you can actually get a lot of good knowledge, in the subject like astrology. So these 3 months are really looking great for you to take your career to the next level. Yeah. And after these 3 months are done, then 2 months window will again come in the overall 8 months window, when October and November, when people will actually remember your name for a very, very long time for the work you have done, the way you made your lives better for that specific reason. Now, this reason is different for different person basis their ascendant. That's the beauty. The basic promise is same. So you can actually enhance your knowledge and surprise others with your knowledge by being helpful to them in making their lives easy. And they are going to remember your name for a very, very long time if you actually put in a lot of efforts during these 5 months. Yeah. But be cautious of August and September, because you may likely to take a wrong move during this period, which can, in the space of relationship, an affair, a proposal to somebody, which can actually haunt you for the years to come in your life. So the recommendation is to stay put. Don't make any wrong move, specifically in the month of August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy, which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana, also if that's there in your chart. All right. So I wish you the illumination of the sun and the Ketu in your life. Leo Ascendant, my friend, Ketu's moving to Magha Nakshatra is going to bring enlightenment to your life with pure fire energy. Yeah. And we'll talk about some specific and key takeaways. Ketu being your 4th lord and 8th lord will be in your Lagna. Right? That's very interesting. It will be in your Lagna. And as I mentioned in detail in my intro portion, it is an excellent time to take your career to the next level. Why career? I mean, that's already explained. From the overall window of 8 months, 3 months, April to June, specifically I'm calling it out as a great time, right? So you can try new initiatives in the area of, let's say, decoration, real estate, or some research. That's why you can be an excellent healer, like an astrologer. Now, combinations have been there earlier also, but now this is Magha, Ketu moving into Magha, different ball game. So take it very seriously, right? Better you start something good now. And you will get good recognition, very, very good recognition, specifically because of your presentations. Yeah. And another 2 months, after these 3 months, another window will come in October and November, when people will remember you for your work for a very long time. Because you may come up with something emotional, touch their life, which can bind people to your name. You will do something, your work will be involved in such areas where people will feel, this is the kind of work we wanted. He or she has done so nice thing for us. So that's very interesting period. You're going to be remembered for a very long time by people. But the month of August and September, you are likely to make some decision, something linked to the area of your relationship, which can bother you for a very, very long time. So to manage your personal space better, stay put, don't take any wrong decision in the month of August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch, evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the Sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. Alright? So I wish you the illumination of the Sun and the Ketu in your life. Virgo Ascendant, my friend, Ketu is going to illuminate your life with its pure Agni Tattva energy. Yeah. And Ketu is your third lord, seventh lord in 12th house. Nicely placed. Yeah. Being Ketu, I'll say that. I'll be talking about some key specific takeaways out of Ketu's transit to Magha. And as I mentioned in detail in intro portion that this is an exceptional time to take your career to the next level. And there is no limit actually, yeah, to that extent. And out of the total 8 months of window, April to June, these 3 months are super special because this is the period where you can start something new, a new initiative. You will get a lot of recognition specifically for your out-of-the-box approach. And your work will give you a lot of visibility. And the areas where you can actually grow can be linked to somebody foreign. They will be able to help you. And also this can be associated with your partner, with your siblings, or somebody from your family, if not somebody from foreign location or foreign person. So the bottom line is, whether somebody from within house or outside house, both ways, you are going to get good support and you can start. I've explained the kind of work supported by Ketu earlier in intro, you can refer that. But overall, a very good time for you to start something new and get the benefit of this strong period. And after these 3 months, again, October and November will come when people are going to remember your name for the kind of work you're going to deliver. Somehow you will touch their lives. You will touch their life, provided you do something, you start something in those 3 months period. You're going to bring a difference to their life. You can come up with something, a nice way of planner, how to plan things, can give them a tips 1 to 10 for different activities as an example. So then they'll feel, okay, this is making our lives easy, better. Your planner, your tips will have a lot of data involved into that, a lot of calculations you will do, but you will try to give something meaningful to people. And that's where they're going to remember your name for a very, very long time. Yeah, so definitely you start something good. And August and September, see, because your desires will be to connect with a lot of people. And when it comes to desire, sometimes people can flow with the desire. So that can bring tsunami-like situation in your personal space. So it is better to keep a check on your desire, specifically in August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch, evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the Sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. Alright? So I wish you the illumination of the Sun and the Ketu in your life. Libra Ascendant. So Ketu is moving to Magha Nakshatra, and that's going to illuminate your life, enlighten your life with pure Ketu energy, which is the Agni Tattva energy, right? For you, Ketu is second lord, sixth lord in 11th house. Nicely placed. I'll talk about some specific and key takeaways, right? Without getting into different details. So, as mentioned in detail in intro portion, this is an exceptional period for your work, for your career, to take it to the next level. And out of the broader 8 months of window, 3 months, April to June, is an excellent time for you to try and venture into your work area specifically. So wherever you're working, you can actually take on more responsibility. People are going to appreciate your business delivery. Whatever work you do, they will appreciate and they will learn from your work. If you like to expand something, great time to take risks and expand your stuff. Absolutely phenomenal time. Your connections with people will be of next level. You can also look for starting something, engaging with your family members. Like you can look at the family business, family venture. And you will get recognition primarily because of your collaborative approach. That's nice. Yeah. And again, 2 months will come, October, November, when put together the previous work of 3 months and the next work of those 2 months. People, you are going to bring something meaningful to people. Now, this is different for different ascendant because that depends on your placements, Ketu's placement in your chart. So you will calculate, you will come up with a calculator or some technique, a data-driven technique, some delivery to people which will make their life very easy, very better. Some sort of analysis you will provide. They'll feel, this is great product. And then they will remember your name for years to come. So this is such a period wherein if you get into some initiative, start something meaningful, good, you are going to get very, very good rewards, both in terms of monetary benefit and also in terms of visibility and appreciation. Yeah. But hey, August and September, please be cautious of going to late night parties, late evening parties, mixed with substances, drinks and all, with friends and colleagues. That can have an impact, adverse impact on your personal space. So try to cut through, specifically in August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy, which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana, also if that's there in your chart. All right? So I wish you the illumination of the sun and the Ketu in your life. Scorpio Ascendant, my friend, get ready for the Ketu's transit to Magha because that is going to fill your life with illumination, with enlightenment from pure Agni Tattva of Ketu. I'll talk about something specific and key takeaways. Ketu is your first lord, fifth lord, sitting in your 10th house. Beautiful. I've explained in detail in intro the relevance of 10th house and karma and why this transit of Ketu is exceptional from work perspective for taking our work to a greater level. And out of that 8 months of window, the first 3 months, April till June, are really impeccable. So this is a great time for you to start something new, get into a new venture, a new business, expansion, whatever comes to your mind, right? That will be a great time. Even in job sector, you can do really well in information technology kind of thing, machine learning, AI, artificial intelligence, absolutely strong and favorable area. You will get a lot of recognition because of your business and work delivery. Keep that in mind. And then again, October and November, those 2 months will be such, just like the initial 3 months from April to June. So in that period, whatever work you are going to do, cumulatively, the work of these 5 months, you will kind of put forward a kind of data driven, some calculation involved, analysis to people, right? Which will make lives of people easy. And this is different from every ascendant, basis the placement and positioning. Basis your delivery, provided you take some initiative during this 5 months of period, you are going to cause a difference in people's lives. And that's the period, because of Ketu's positioning, people are going to remember your name as a person for years to come. So you cannot let this period go. Take a positive move. And also, my friend, a caution: August and September, if you get into a relationship space, propose to somebody, get into an affair, you can make a wrong move, likely, and which can actually haunt your personal life for years to come. So be very, very cautious in the month of August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy, which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana, also if that's there in your chart. All right? So I wish you the illumination of the sun and the Ketu in your life. So my friend, Ketu's transit to Magha Nakshatra is going to fill your life with illumination and those kind of that fire element, positive energy of fire. Yeah. And this is going to be a nice transit because it is 4th Lord and 12th Lord for you, posited purely strongly in 9th house. Yeah. And I'll be talking about something specific takeaways for you for this transit. The first thing is, as mentioned in detail in intro portion, right? Very good time to take your career to a great level, very high level. Yeah. Out of broader 8 months window, April to June, such 3 months period, wherein you can try a lot of new initiatives, specifically in the area of travel management, event management, real estate. You can be really effective as a consultant, as an advisor, and you will get a lot of recognition, specifically for your unique suggestions, out of the box ideas, right? And after April to June, the other good window will come October to November, when actually if you put in some kind of initiative during the earlier 3 months and in those 2 months, then you can rest assured your work is going to cause or make a difference to people's life. You may come up with some unique ideas, such as unique itinerary. If somebody is supposed to travel to some place, you can provide the itinerary basis your feedback, your suggestion, some unique things, small things. But with such things, even at work level, this was a crude example at a basic level, but think about such engagement at work level, at a strategic level. See, so your business delivery will be such wherein the organization will feel, this person has made a difference to the organization. So they will remember your name for years to come. So this is the right time to take some good initiative and get remembered by people. Yeah. But hey, August and September, your travel mixed with pleasure can actually bring some tsunami in your personal space. Be very cautious in the month of August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day. Freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time. Breakfast, going to work, starting work. Lunch at a fixed time. After lunch, evening tea, and then come back home. Evening prayers at a fixed time. Then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the Sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. Alright? So I wish you the illumination of the Sun and the Ketu in your life. Capricorn Ascendant, my friend, Ketu's transit to Magha Nakshatra. Beautiful time to see the pure Agni Tattva and how it can illuminate your life. It will be your 3rd Lord, 11th Lord, sitting in 8th house, nicely placed. I'll talk about something specific, key takeaways for this transit without getting into other details. Now, as I mentioned in a lot of detail in intro portion, that why Ketu's transit is an exceptional time for our career growth. Yeah, and out of the 8 months window available to us, these first 3 months, April to June, absolutely nice time, wherein you can try some new initiative in the way of parampara learning as an example, some sort of business, some initiative which you like to do. Great time, it will get success, right? Now, for a difficult work, you may take up a work which is a very, very difficult work for others, but you will feel like, let me try it out, let me attempt, and you will deliver because this is the right time for you. You see that? And you can be an amazing helping hand to others in this period. You can be an amazing guide to others. A very nice time from your work perspective. Yeah. And you will get a lot of recognition, especially for your true spirits. And after these 3 months, another window will come, October to November, 2 months of window. Provided you have taken some initiative in the first 3 months and you are continuing to take initiative in those 2 months, October, November, then you will be able to make a difference in people's life. For example, it is different for different ascendant. You can come up with something which can simplify difficult thing for people. You can teach something to people. The concept which was very difficult, you are able to put through the concept in an easy language, easy way, and you are making a difference to people's life. And then these 2 months, such a period, if you come up with some initiative, people are going to remember your name as an individual for years to come, for a very, very long time. So good time to do something good. Take some nice initiative. Great time for that. But the months of August and September, your increasing visibility and connect with people can bring some waves in your personal space. So keep a close eye on that in August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the Sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day. Freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time. Breakfast, going to work, starting work. Lunch at a fixed time. After lunch, evening tea, and then come back home. Evening prayers at a fixed time. Then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the Sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana also if that's there in your chart. Alright? So I wish you the illumination of the Sun and the Ketu in your life. Aquarius Ascendant. My friend, Ketu's movement to Magha Nakshatra is going to fill your life with a lot of pure energy of fire element. Yeah. And Ketu being your 2nd Lord and 10th Lord in 7th house is good placement, so to say. And specifically because Ketu is going to Magha Nakshatra. Keep that in mind. I'll talk about something specific, key takeaways for this transit for your ascendant. As I explained in detail in intro portion, that this is an exceptional time for our career growth. So therefore, out of the broad 8 months of window, April to June is such window where you can try some new initiative in setting up your own business. If you are at job, any activities which are involving some machine like machine learning, AI, or information technology, these kind of activity, these spaces can be of really benefit to you. You can excel in these areas really well. Ketu will literally favor you in such period, right? And you will get a lot of visibility, a lot of recognition, especially because of your charm to gel with people. You'll be like a butter. Yeah. And after these 3 months, next 2 months, October and November, your work will be remembered for long. Your delivery will be of such nature. I mean, your delivery, business delivery, will be really substantiated by data, thoroughly researched, efforts put in, absolutely there, intent is positive, pure. People will literally love your business delivery. They'll find it very useful for the organization, for them to understand the entire concept, and they're going to remember your name for years to come, provided you are taking initiative in the first 3 months and those 2 months. Your career is going to zoom. Also a caution, August and September, don't make a wrong move in the area of relationship. It can bite you. It can impact your personal space. Be very, very cautious in August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy, which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana, also if that's there in your chart. All right. So I wish you the illumination of the sun and the Ketu in your life. Pisces Ascendant. My friend, Ketu's movement to Magha Nakshatra is going to fill your life with enlightenment coming out of the fire tattva. Yeah. Now the thing is, Ketu being your first lord and ninth lord, sitting in 6th house is a peculiar position. But because Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, this will be to your advantage. And in terms of specific takeaways, and as you know through interportion already, that this transit is going to favor your work, your career exceptionally. And broader window of 8 months, but yes, out of those 8 months, April to June, 3 months exceptionally nice to start with some initiative. Any initiative in business or workspace will be to your advantage. You can actually help people securing their future, like an investment strategist, investment advisor, how to manage their wealth. This can be a very good idea. You can suggest them how to get job, a job consultant, helping them, enriching their life. And you are going to get recognition for your work, for your tidbits. You are not required to do something of high proportion, high value. Even the tidbits you will do at your workplace will get noticed by people. And after those 3 months, then again October and November window will come, when if you continue your initiative, definitely you will bring difference to people's life. Now it is different for different ascendant, basis the positioning of Ketu, the transiting Ketu and your natal Ketu. But in your case, the way you educate people, the way you guide people, the way you kind of make them ready for the next phase of their life will be commendable. People are gonna love your approach towards life in a nice, small ways, very interesting way, not a very serious way. People are going to remember you as an individual for a very long time. So it is a great time to make use of, to take some initiative and make a difference to people's life. And also, caution, August and September. Be cautious of your one drink only, one night out only. One will not remain one. It can bring tsunami to your personal space. Be cautious in August and September. Now let's talk about remedy. Ketu is in Leo, 5th house. 159 trine linked with the sun, linked with the work. Ketu is in Magha Nakshatra, number 10, linked with the 10th house, linked with the work. So the best remedy for you will be to get yourself aligned to a fixed daily and regular routine. Like, for example, getting up at a fixed time every day, freshen up, doing prayers at a fixed time, breakfast, going to work, starting work, lunch at a fixed time, after lunch evening tea, and then come back home, evening prayers at a fixed time, then dinner, spending time with the family, some entertainment, sleeping at a fixed time. By this fixed routine, you are cutting through the retrograde motion of Rahu. You are syncing yourself with the energies of the sun and the Ketu. Easiest and absolutely practical remedy, which can help you from multiple aspects. Not only you can strengthen your Ketu, you can cut at the root of your Kuja Stambhana, also if that's there in your chart. All right? So I wish you the illumination of the sun and the Ketu in your life. With this, I put an end to my video. I'll see you soon in some other video. Till then, Namah Shivaya.